In less than 2 weeks, we're going to be celebrating the wonderful holiday of Passover, which leads me to this topic, Passover cleaning. I know when I say those two words together, it causes a lot of anxiety. Let me tell you what's going on in my house. General George Patton has been reincarnated in the form of Mrs. Perelmuter. You see, for those who are uninitiated, let me tell you how this starts. If you look at the Torah forbids us from owning, having, selling, buying any leaven during the holiday of Passover. That means that anything that has a leavening agent in it, such as bread, crackers, bagels, pizza, yeast, anything like that, prohibited. So you would think, so what's the big deal? Just go to your closet, just take out all of those things, put them in a little bag and dump them Thursday morning in the garbage. And you don't understand. The rabbis really, to make sure that you don't have anything forbid, even the tiniest amount, even a fingernail worth. Do you know how hard it is to figure out and to find a fingernail worth of leaven in your house? Do you know what you have to go through? So General George Patton, aka Hani Perelmuter, has my entire family, and this, by the way, is not inconsistent with other Orthodox families. If you go to a typical Orthodox family now, they are high on Xanax, bottles and bottles of tranquilizers, just to keep the family together. Because if, God forbid, you should find one thumbnail of leaven during the holiday season, who knows what could happen? I don't want to take any responsibility. So for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and some even extended, it's all locked down. You're probably going to have an easier time getting leaven into Leavenworth Prison, high maximum prison in Kansas, than you will to get leaven into an Orthodox household during the Passover season. Every room, every crack and cranny, every place that you think that you might have possibly brought any leaven to it. Let's say you're laying in bed and watching a show and you might have been eating a sandwich. Oh, right away, there goes the bedroom, because there goes your bed, up and at it. Take off the mattress, take off the covers, pick up the box spring, pick up the thing, start vacuuming. Well, we have 365 days to eat all over the house. I, thank God, have 4 little grandsons by the ages of 1 through 8. Do you know what that means? Do you know where leaven could be in my house? Anywhere. So, the Perelmuters are on fact-finding mission to pick up all leaven. So, I sit down and I remind myself, what is the name of this holiday? Passover. And I think there's a lot to be said about the name itself. Because whenever you get into a situation that's tense, whenever you're going to get into a situation where you feel your blood is actually rushing up to your neck, to your face, just remember of the name of the holiday. Let it pass over. Let it just go. These 2 weeks, we know they're going to be tough. We're going to be searching. We're on a search and destroy mission. I mean, leaven is Al-Qaeda. Let's put it that way. And wherever we can find it, we destroy it. And if you have that in mind, that you know what, it's a very short period of time, we can live through it, we can get through this, take a deep breath, because when the holiday comes, you want to be in the state of mind to actually enjoy it. Especially if you're like me, where your family is out of town during the year and they're actually coming to visit. So you don't want to sit down to the Seder night all tense up like this and, frustrated thinking about how you spent the last 2 weeks under the boot of your wife, cleaning for, what's it called? Leaven. That's right. Leaven. So, gentlemen, let me give you a piece of advice. Okay? Go out before Pesach and buy some beer. You're still allowed to. And every morning have a beer and every evening have a beer. This way it will dull the senses. So when your wife asks you to move the bookshelf, because there's a possibility that somehow, somewhere, I don't know how, it got underneath the bookshelf, you will just sit there, smile in a drunken stupor, and go ahead and empty out the bookshelf, move it, vacuum it like a good boy, and put everything back. You'll be happy, she'll be happy, and by the time Pesach comes, you'll have consumed 2 cases of beer. So the grocery store will be happy. It's a win-win situation all around. But remember, You got to get rid of that beer before Pesach. So, if you're going to buy a lot of it, make sure to drink it because if it comes to 14th and of the Hebrew month, and you're not finished, you're going to be doing a lot of drinking the eve of Pesach. So, gentlemen, let me tell you, it's worked for me. I'm still drunk from last year. So all this year, I've been walking around in a very, very happy mode. My wife, she makes me clean out the closet, the bathroom, the bedroom, this room, that room. It's all a wonderful experience. And especially when we sit down Passover evening and I look around the house and it's sparkling and it's nice and it's clean and there's not a thumbnail of leaven to be found, I declare victory. VE. Victory in Europe, just like Patton did. And I look at my wife lovingly and I say to her, honey, I can't wait for next year. Because next year it's going to be Lashana Haba Yerushalayim. Next year we will be celebrating in Jerusalem. That's why the 3 last words of that God has always been next year in Jerusalem. Because if I have to go through this again, I don't know, honey, there may not be enough beer in Missouri to see me through this one more time. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to have a pleasant, happy holiday. Don't get nervous. Take it easy. Minimize the anxiety. Get ready for a lot of fun during Pesach. And always remember, it's all for the kids. Thank you. Happy Pesach.